worldwide, worse off everywhere else than it is in the United States.
What is wrong with him? The economy is strong as hell. Really? This is strong? That is a falsehood. Inflation is not worse everywhere else. A number of countries, including Japan and France, you've heard of them, they've reportedly fared much better than we have. Today at the White House, Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre in her notebook said critics should be quiet because, trust her, they're taking inflation very seriously, right?
The president is going to get out there, as we have said multiple times, to make sure that he's talking directly to the American people about how we are delivering on our promises, delivering on how we're really taking inflation seriously.
Those are words. You string them together, they still don't mean anything. Many economists suggesting the White House really not taking it seriously at all. The White House continues to push more government spending. And as we all know, that is a major cause of inflation. How can they honestly say they're doing everything they can to bring prices down? Let's meet tonight's party panel. We've got Independent Women's Forum senior policy analyst Inez Stepman is back, along with Democrat pollster and co-host of The Five on the Fox News Channel, Dr. Jessica Tarlov, and the director of the Libertarian Institute, editorial director of antiwar.com, Scott Horton. He's there. He is somewhat happy right now. Hopefully we can get him in a cantankerous mood, because that's when he's at his best. All right, so Inez, even if we are smack dab in the middle of a recession, even if it's not now, let's say it's sometime in the spring, do you think the White House will continue to change the definition of words like recession?
Well, this is what happens when you think you can rely on the media to essentially pump out the party line for you repeatedly. You get this kind of arrogance where he can appear completely dismissive, and that really, I think, is hurting him incredibly with voters, because they don't see that he's taking it seriously. They see him changing the definition of recession and sort of getting mad at the media for whenever they ask any kind of questions about this. And at the end of the day, if we go into a recession, things are going to get much worse for American families who are already struggling with the inflation. They're already have tighter budgets than they used to. What happens if in a recession, a lot of us start to lose our jobs? So, we don't have a lot of savings. This is already eating into a lot of Americans.
All right, Shalom. All right, here we have it. We're inside of Forbes, and this is the article. The title of the article is Jeff Bezos Say It's Time to Batten Down the Hatches and Latest Recession Warning. Before I begin, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders at Great Millstone, honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. All right, so let's get into this article. Key takeaways. Jeff Bezos is the latest high-profile CEO to state that it looks like the U.S. is heading for a recession. He sent out a tweet on Thursday which said now was likely the time to batten down the hatches. The Fed's policy of raising interest rates in order to tame inflation is also pushing the economy closer to the edge. For investors, there are some key steps that can be taken to limit the damage of a recession and potentially even profit from it. It's been months now since we first started to hear rumblings of a recession. Silicon Valley came off its bull market at the start of 2022, Slovakia, and the economic data began to turn after what had been a frankly astonishing couple of years. Despite a global pandemic, widespread lockdowns, and huge supply chain problems, the stock market boomed. The tide has definitely appeared to have turned this year. Many companies have announced hiring freezes and layoffs, including companies like Meta, Tesla, Coinbase, Spotify, Peloton. Through the summer, a number of high-profile CEOs in charge of these companies came out with negative outlook. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong said that he felt a recession was likely and that it could last for an extended period in his announcement that the company would be laying off 18% of its workforce. Tesla CEO Elon Musk also announced layoffs in June up to 10% of its employees, while saying that he had a super bad feeling about the economy. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon has also said he believes the U.S. could be heading into a recession in the next 6 months and that the situation is very, very serious. Now, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is getting nervous too. On Tuesday evening, Bezos retweeted a CNBC interview with Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon, in which he said that there was a good chance of a recession in 2022. Bezos commented, "Yep, the probability in this economy tell you to batten down the hatches." While we're not in a recession yet, it may come as a surprise that we're not officially in a recession. The traditional definition of a recession was 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. We've already hit that in the United States, with the economy contracting 1.6% in Q1 of 2022 and going backward again 0.6% in Q2. Nowadays, the definition of recession has become more nuanced with the National Bureau of Economic Research, meaning they're just changing the definition, of what a recession is. So we've already been in a recession. We already had back-to-back negative growth in the economy and about to have a back-to-back, all right? Because this place is not going to get better, man. This place is going to get dried up, man. The Most High is putting a drought upon this place, man. This place is out of here, man. Continuing on, though, in the article. Nowadays, the definition of recession has become more nuanced, with the National Bureau of Economic Research responsible for calling the start of an official recession. In order to come to a conclusion, the NBER looks at a wider data set than just economic growth. While economic growth figures have been down, there have been a number of bright spots in the economic landscape. The labor market has been very stable. Unemployment has been surprisingly low, and nominal increase in wage have been higher than average too. Now, once inflation is taken into account, real wages have still gone down, but nevertheless, it has been a tighter labor market in many industries. This in turn has meant the consumer spending and consumer confidence has held up well. So while it definitely hasn't been boom times, there's been a real mix of good news and bad news for the NBER to sift through. That's not to say that things can't get worse. In fact, they almost certainly will. The reason we can be pretty confident about this is because we have a major force actively pushing the country towards a recession. Who's that, you ask? China? Russia? Kanye West? No, it's the Federal Reserve. Fed policy makes recession highly likely. With the economy on an unsteady ground, the Fed is implementing rate hikes, which is going to put greater pressure on consumer spending and the overall economy. The reasons behind all this, of course, is inflation. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell has stated very clearly that they understand that the policy of interest rate hikes is going to damage the economy in the short term. As rates go higher, household expenditures on this like mortgages, car repayments, and other debt goes up. This reduces the amount of spare change in their pockets, which means less money to spend on Netflix, vacations, and new pair of jeans. The hope is that this reduced spending will eventually bring down the rate of inflation. So we're just gonna stop it up, man. Man, this place out of here, man. These people thinking that just because they're raising the taxes and that people gonna stop spending, that's gonna slow down the inflation. Well, it ain't the people that's causing the inflation, man. It's the government with all this spending that's causing the inflation. So until these people get the government spending under control, then inflation is going to continue to happen, and the government is continuing to spend, man, at an all-time high, man. These people are sending money over to Ukraine and to the state of Israel as if they just got money in the bank, man. And then they trying to trying to cause all these different wars, man. Wars cost money, man. So this don't even make no sense what the Federal Reserve is attempting to do. But at the end of the day, man, the Federal Reserve is doing what it is called to do, man, which is what? To make sure you people don't own nothing, man. All right? This is what they doing, man. They finna make sure they collapse the whole economy, man. All right? They got to bring it in to where they could bring in a universal basic income, man. They gotta bring in that MOTB, that CHIP, that grain of rice, man, for the world to depend on, man. All right. So this is all a part of the plot, plan, and scheme of Esau, man, the so-called white man. But let's get into these scriptures, man, because this place is up out of here, man. If you still thinking that this place is gonna continue, hey, man, you straight up dreaming the American dream, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 37. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. What is upon this place, man? The sword, man. What does the sword bring, man? Death, man. That's what's upon this place, man. This place is out of here, man. Death has come upon this place, man. A sword is upon the horses and upon the chariots and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed, man. You see that? This is what's going on, man. A bunch of people getting robbed, man. All right? The people, hey, you American citizens, all you damn heathens, natural and unnatural, that's over here trusting in this place, you about to become as women, man. All right? The weaker vessel, man. You about to become weak. And says, sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. And hey, this is what's going on, man. Hey, this is what's going on, man. This is what you seeing, man. All right? You seeing the sword upon the treasures of this place that you call America, which is Babylon the Great, the whore that rideth upon the beast. You finna see the collapse of this economic system, man. You're gonna see the collapse of this fiat currency. And they shall be robbed. Yeah, you people gonna be robbed, man. You gonna lose it all, man. All you people over here thinking that you finna fucking come up on a goddamn come up in the world, thinking you finna buy all type of property when this market collapse. You out here plotting and scheming, believing in Esau's ways and thinking you finna some kind of way achieve the American dream. Hey, man, you about to be sadly mistaken, man. All right, you about to be robbed, man. You gonna lose it all, man. Keep putting your money in the markets, man. Keep investing in this place, man, thinking that this place is gonna continue forever, man. All this shit finna go down, man. Verse 38, man, it say, a drought is upon her waters, man. Yeah, a drought is upon her waters, man. The Most High is drying this place out, man. Day by day, man, this place is being dried up, man. Here it is, Biden, goddamn creepy Joe, sleazy Joe, pedophile Joe. He out here doing in and everything to dry this place up, man. This man out here tapping into the oil reserves, drying it up. How you gonna go to war, man, and you ain't got no oil, man? OPEC already cut you off. Saudi Arabia already cut you off, and here it is, you steady using the oil reserves, man. To the point where it's only 20 days. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they got 20 days worth of oil, man. And then you say once you use that, you're gonna go back and buy more oil, which means more government spending, man. Which means inflation. So this thing is not gonna come to an end, man. Well, matter of fact, this thing is going to come to an end. That's exactly what's going to come to an end. But the spending, the inflation, that's not going to come to an end, man. It's going to continue to go because this government, that's all it knows, man. It's spending, man. So it don't matter about the Federal Reserve trying to get the people not to spend. Oh, we're going to keep raising up the taxes so the civilians, so the citizens could cut down on spending so inflation could go down. No, that ain't what's doing it, man. The inflation is happening because of the government and it's out of control spending. So if you want to cut down on inflation, hell, put the tax hikes on the government. Keep the government from spending. But once again, this is not the goal. This is not the plan, man. But at the end of the day, this is the work of who? The work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. And what did Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai say, man? They said the drought is upon her waters, man. The Most High is drying this place out, man. Driving the livelihood, the life out of this place, man. When you take water from somebody, they dry up, man. That's what's happening, man. This place is drying up, man, and soon to be put to death, man. And that's exactly what happens when your body don't receive water, man. You're just gonna dry up and be put to death, man. That's what's going on, man. The drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. And that's exactly what goes on in this worthless ass society that you people love, man. A society that's crazy about graven images, all right, and falsehoods and lies and fairy tales, man. And loving to go after false ideologies. This is what y'all caught upon in this damn wicked ass society, man. So the Most High is drying this damn place out, man. Finna take this worthless ass society out, man. Point blank, period. Whether you like it, know it, understand it, believe it or not, man. It's as simple as that. So like you hold on for a second. I'm in this kitchen. Alright, we're back to it. Alright, so get back to the scriptures. So let's go to Habakkuk. And I don't want to keep you for too long. So like it, this Habakkuk chapter 2. Verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the table, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And what's that's going to surely come and shall not tarry? These prophecies, man. That's what's speaking, man. It said at the end it shall speak, man. And that the vision is for an appointed time. And we in that time, man. All right? And that's why you see the prophets are out on the highways and byways speaking this truth, man. All right? Because once we read it, all right, because it was made plain unto us, all right, the vision, we see the vision, we see it. We see it coming. We see the prophecies manifesting. So we ran out to the streets and got to speaking this word, man, and warning the people, man. Verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, the soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Upright in who? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, Idumea, the devil, the dragon, Lucifer. All right? You 2/3 daddy. The soul is not upright in y'all. It's not upright in Esau, and it's not upright in you damn unnatural heathens, man. Meaning you Israelites that's in the heathenistic mind frame, man. Because just like Esau's soul is lifted up, your damn soul is lifted up, man. Where you still believing in Esau's kingdom, man. But to say what? But the just shall live by faith, man. This is what the just is doing, living by faith, man. Believing and having faith in what we reading is gonna happen before it happened, and it's happening, man. So now the faith just grows even more, man, because we see everything that we reading is happening, man. We see that the Most High is drying this place up, man. So the faith just grows stronger, man, within the just, which is who? The elect and the 1/3 of Israel. 33.3% of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that got the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Verse 5, yeah, also, because he transgressive by wine, he is a proud man. Yeah, this so-called white man, he's a proud man. Transgressive by his wine, by his false ideologies, all right? By all his damn fucking false-ass history, using his propaganda machine, his false education system, his false religions, and so forth and so on, man. Yeah, also because he transgressive by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Yeah, this man ain't keeping at home. This man's supposed to be in the damn mountains. Matter of fact, he's supposed to be in the land of Edom. But as you can see, he ain't in neither one of those places, man. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, man. And this is what he does, man. He enlarges his desire as hell, man. He want complete control. He want the whole earth, man. But guess what? He is as death, man. This is what this man brings, man. This man is the counsel of the earth, and cannot be satisfied. But gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And this is what he does, man. Go around colonizing different nations. Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that layeth himself with thick clay. And this is what these nations are now saying, man. Now these nations are turning against you, man. Now they done had it up to here with your lies, man, and your backstabbing, man. Now you being made and seen to be the devil that you are, man. No longer can you lay upon yourself thick clay to cover up who you really are, man. Now the world is knowing and seeing who you truly are, man. And you damn small hatters that's over there in the land claiming to be a people that you not, that's running up and down our land, in the land of Israel. Hey, you finna soon come, you finna be made to understand that you're not the people that you say you are, man. That thick clay that's being covered over y'all, man, that shit, hey, the Most High is finna lift up your skirt, man. You finna well understand that you are not the people, man. And not only that, the world is gonna understand that real soon, man. Verse 7, shall not they rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee, in the weight that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. So this is what's coming into you so-called, to the so-called white man, all right, which is Esau, Edom, Idumea, the man that buildeth a town with blood, that established all his cities by iniquity. All right, this is what's coming to you, man. All right, Straight up death, straight up shame. Finna be brought down to the sides of the pit. Many of you finna be snatched up out your heaven and brought down into hell. Many of you finna go from being on top of the totem pole to the bottom of the totem pole. You finna go from being in power to having no power, man. You have consulted shame to your house, all right, by cutting off many people, man, and sinning against your soul, man. You have built a evil house, man, just so you could sit on top of all the nations, man. Everything that you have done has been through evil intentions, man. You been out here spoiling many nations, running rampant on the earth, killing at will, murdering at will. Anybody that don't go along with your plan, that got a problem with what you're doing, that speak out against you, you take violence against them. You bomb their cities, all right? Bombs over Baghdad, try to blow them into the Stone Age, but not realizing what goes around comes around, man. Now all these different nations, they remember everything that you've done, man, because you've been running rampant around the whole earth committing these same acts, man. And that's why the whole earth is going to have a problem with you, man. And she'll overtake you and she'll vex you, man. And you going to be for booty, man. You going to be for a spoil, man. This is what's coming to you, Esau, the so-called white man. So yeah, this place that you call America is up out of here, man. All right? Every day we wake up, it's just going to continue to get worse and worse, man. No matter what the media say, no matter what the propaganda, the lie machines say, it's about what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said and stated. Because this is prophecy, man. And it shall come to pass, man. Point blank, period, man. So this place is out of here, man. So all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honors to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. Shalom.